Quincy Matthew Hanley, born October 26, 1986, better known by his stage name Schoolboy Q, stylized as Schoolboy Q, is an American rapper from South Los Angeles, California. He began recording in 2007 and released his first two mixtapes, Schoolboy Turned Hustla, 2008, and Gangsta Soul, 2009, to local success. After signing with the Carson-based record label Dawg Entertainment, Hanley's debut studio album, Setbacks, 2011, and its follow-up, Habits and Contradictions, 2012, were both released to positive critical response. Both also performed moderately on the US Billboard 200 chart as digital exclusives. Hanley signed with Interscope Records to release his third album and major label debut, Oxymoron, 2014. Met with critical acclaim, the album peaked atop the US Billboard 200 and was supported by the singles Collard Greens, featuring Kendrick Lamar, and Studio, featuring BJ the Chicago Kid. The former received quadruple platinum certification by the Recording Industry Association of America, RIA, and marked his first entry on the Billboard Hot 100, while the latter received triple platinum certification and peaked within the top 40. He saw further success on the chart as a guest performer, appearing on the 2013 single White Walls by the hip-hop duo Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, and the 2014 single 2 On by singer Tinashe. His fourth and fifth albums, Blank Face LP, 2016, and Crash Talk, 2019, were both met with continued praise and peaked within the top 3 of the Billboard 200. His sixth album, Blue Lips, 2024, peaked at number 13 and saw universal acclaim. He was a member of the California-based hip-hop group Black Hippie, alongside frequent collaborators Ab-Soul, J-Rock, and Kendrick Lamar. Hanley has received 5 Grammy Award nominations. Personal life. Schoolboy Q Twitter logo, a stylized blue bird. At Schoolboy Q. Why my H always capitalized? High Power X Hippie X Hoover X Heaven and Hell aka My Life. September 26, 2011. Hanley has 3 children. His first daughter, Joyce Joy Hanley, was born on April 24, 2009, and his second daughter was born on January 4, 2019. Hanley has mentioned Joy in several of his songs, and she has also appeared in several of his music videos, notably Phenomenon, Nightmare on Figasty, There You Go, and Break the Bank. Joy was also involved in his major label debut album Oxymoron, where she appeared on the album cover and had various speaking parts throughout the album. In July 2024, Q confirmed the birth of his third child. When asked in an interview with Kevin Hart how many kids he has, Q said, "I got a 15-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a new one." Hanley was a drug user for a large portion of his life, at points being addicted to Xanax, Percocet, and other illicit substances. He often references his drug use in his songs, though in 2019, he reported that he is now sober. In interviews, he has stated that the passing of Mac Miller was a large influence in his decision to become sober. Hanley also states that he made the decision to stop using drugs after realizing he had gained weight to the point of reaching 250 pounds. Hanley is an avid golfer, reportedly playing 5 to 6 times a week often. He began playing in 2018 as the result of a bet with a friend. He began playing at the Calabasas Country Club, where he still plays. In 2022, Hanley partnered with Topgolf to star in commercials for the company. Hanley also competed in the PGA Tour when he was invited to the 2022 AT&T Pebble Pro-Am. Hanley is a fan of the Los Angeles Angels baseball team, the San Francisco 49ers football team, and the NRG Esports Valorant team. October 3, 2019, Schoolboy Q revealed on Twitter that he is of partial Honduran descent. Early life. Quincy Matthew Hanley was born October 26, 1986, on a United States Army air base in Wiesbaden, West Germany. His parents, who were both in the military, divorced before he was born, and his mother gave him a surname different from those of either of his parents, choosing one at random. His father remained in the Army while Hanley and his mother moved to Texas for a couple years, before settling in south-central Los Angeles, on 51st Street, neighboring Figueroa and Hoover Street. Hanley played American football from the age of 6 until he was 21, and played receiver, cornerback, tailback, and returner. He attended John Muir Middle School. After graduating Crenshaw High School, Hanley went on to attend Glendale Community College, Los Angeles City College, Los Angeles Southwest College, and West Los Angeles College. Growing up on Hoover Street, Hanley joined the 52 Hoover Gangster Crips. I was gangbanging at 12. I was a Hoover Crip. My homies were doing it and I wanted to do it. I can't really explain that. I didn't get into it with another hood or anything like that. I was just following the leader. Before turning to music, Hanley became a drug dealer selling OxyContin, and for a short time crack cocaine and marijuana. In 2007, he was arrested for home invasion and sent to jail for 6 months, half of which he finished on house arrest. Musical career. 2006 to 2009, career beginnings. Hanley has said he wrote his first verse when he was 16, but was not serious about music until he was 21. Music became his way of expressing himself. In 2006, he began to work with Dawg Entertainment, TD, a Carson-based independent record label, recording at their studio House of Pain and collaborating with their artists. His first time at TD's studio, Hanley worked with his soon-to-be Black Hippie cohorts J-Rock and Ab-Soul. This eventually led to Hanley signing a recording contract with TD. On July 29, 2008, Hanley released his first mixtape titled Schoolboy Turned Hustla with GD Incorporated, the same imprint that helped launch the career of fellow West Coast rapper Tyga, with whom Schoolboy Q worked with early in their respective careers. After the release of Schoolboy Turned Hustla, he signed a deal with Dawg Entertainment in 2009, where he later formed Black Hippie with fellow label mates and frequent collaborators Kendrick Lamar, J-Rock and Ab-Soul. In 2009, Hanley was involved in a short-lived rivalry with fellow West Coast rapper 40 Glock. Hanley released a diss track titled Azel, 40 Glock Killa, where he questions 40 Glock's gangbanging. Hanley later stated in a video interview as to why they were beefing, he made some false statements about my boy, Tyga, that's my little brother. He did a lot of fake stuff with Wayne, a lot of lies, rumors and childish shit that I really didn't like, and I really felt disrespected by this clown saying all this shit, so I just had to air it out. He went on to say, it's over with, I did what I did, I said what I said, and I won't diss him no more, because it's obvious he ain't on my level, so why categorize myself with a loser? Hanley released Gangsta Soul, his second mixtape on May 14, 2009, which included the aforementioned diss track. The mixtape was his first official project with Dawg Entertainment, which presented the mixtape alongside GED Inc. 2010 to 2012, independent albums. Main articles, Setbacks, Album, and Habits and Contradictions. Although Hanley did not release a project, 2010 had him touring and in the studio working with the rest of Black Hippie and on his then upcoming project Setbacks. On January 11, 2011, TD released Setbacks, his first independent album, exclusively through iTunes, to critical acclaim. The album reached number 100 on the US Billboard 200 chart, selling close to 1,000 digital copies in its first abbreviated week. 2 weeks after the album's release, Hanley took to Twitter and gave the album away for free. By the time Schoolboy Q's first album Setbacks was released in early 2011, he'd quit gangbanging altogether. Setbacks propelled Hanley into the spotlight and allowed him to earn a large internet following. Hanley headlined his first show on March 11, 2011, at the Key Club in West Hollywood, California. In March 2011, Hanley was arrested at the 2011 South by Southwest Music Festival and explained that he was ultimately jailed because of marijuana possession. Habits and Contradictions was released in 2012 through iTunes, with only a few hard copies being sold and signed by Schoolboy Q in LA. In early hours of release, the album moved up to iTunes' Top 10 Albums chart and stayed over within days after release. The album debuted at number 111 on the US Billboard 200 chart, with first-week sales of 3,900 digital copies in the United States. With only 2 days at retail, the Dawg Entertainment release scanned nearly 4,000 units to crack the top 100, without any marketing or advertising. The album also debuted on the top R&B/hip-hop albums at number 25. Top Rap Albums at number 16, Top Independent Albums at number 17 and at number 3 on the Top Heatseekers album chart respectively. Music videos for Hands on the Wheel with A$AP Rocky, Nightmare on Figisty, and Drug Is with Hose Again with Ab-Soul followed the album's release. In 2012, Dawg Entertainment closed a joint venture deal with Interscope Records and Aftermath Entertainment, marking the end of Hanley's career as an independent artist. On April 3, 2012, Interscope Records released Hands on the Wheel as a promotional single via iTunes and began promoting the song in urban and rhythmic radio formats in North America. 2012 to 2015, Oxymoron. Main article, Oxymoron, Schoolboy Q album. In June 2012, Hanley revealed he had begun working on his major label debut and announced he will be the second member of Black Hippie to release his commercial debut with Interscope, following Kendrick Lamar. From September to November, Hanley appeared alongside Danny Brown and ASAP Mob as supporting acts for ASAP Rocky's 40-date national Long Live ASAP tour. Also, Hanley toured with rappers Wiz Khalifa, Mac Miller, and Kendrick Lamar on the Under the Influence tour. In a November 2012 interview, Hanley expressed Kendrick Lamar left me no choice but to drop a classic, referring to Lamar's debut Good Kid, Mad City, and its impact on his own respective major label debut. Schoolboy Q in 2012. In June 2013, Schoolboy Q performed at the 2013 BT Experience Music Festival with Kendrick Lamar, Snoop Dogg, and Miguel, immediately preceding the BT Awards show. On June 11, 2013, Schoolboy Q released Collard Greens, the lead single from his debut album Oxymoron. In July 2013, for their 53rd issue, Mass Appeal called on photographer/director 13th Witness to shoot Schoolboy Q, alongside friend and fellow American rapper Mac Miller, for their cover story. In the story, the two speak on how they met, their comedic relationship, and their respective futures. On August 7, 2013, Hanley appeared on BT's 106 & Park to premiere the music video for Collard Greens. On August 27, 2013, Hanley appeared on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, alongside Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, to perform White Walls, the sixth single from the duo's platinum-selling debut album The Heist, which was released in October 2012. In October 2013, at the BT Hip Hop Awards, Schoolboy Q performed Collard Greens. Schoolboy Q also appeared alongside his Top Dog label mates Kendrick Lamar, J-Rock, Ab-Soul, and Isaiah Rashad, in a cypher presented by BT. On November 5, 2013, it was revealed Schoolboy Q would appear on the soundtrack to the 2013 video game NBA Live 14. A snippet of the song, which is titled Men of the Year, first surfaced with the release of the music video for Kendrick Lamar's single Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. On November 23, 2013, the song was released as a single via the iTunes Store. With the release of the 2014 Grammy nominations, Q was nominated for Album of the Year for his participation on Macklemore and Ryan Lewis' album, The Heist. On January 24, 2014, Schoolboy Q made his network television debut, performing Men of the Year on NBC's Late Night with Jimmy Fallon. In January 2014, Schoolboy Q announced a 3-month tour in support of his major label debut, set to begin March 1 in Providence, Rhode Island. The tour run came to a close on June 1 in Manchester, England. Schoolboy Q's Top Dog labelmate Isaiah Rashad and fellow American rapper Vince Staples made appearances to support Q in domestic dates. Rashad also supported Q on European tour dates. In April 2014, before his 2 sold-out shows in Las Vegas, Schoolboy Q was the musical guest on Jimmy Kimmel Live. During his time on stage, Schoolboy Q was joined by BJ the Chicago Kid for a special rendition of Oxymoron's 4th single Studio, and later returned to perform the album cut What They Want. Also in April, Schoolboy Q made his solo magazine cover debut with the April/May issue of the long-standing hip-hop magazine The Source, which hit newsstands on April 10, 2014. 2015 to 2016, Blank Face LP. Main article, Blank Face LP. On February 24, 2016, TD founder, Top Dog, announced Schoolboy Q's 4th album would be released before the summer. On April 5, 2016, Schoolboy Q released a single titled Groovy Tony. On April 28, 2016, Schoolboy Q announced the album was completed and was turned in for mixing. On May 13, 2016, a follow-up single featuring Kanye West, titled That Part, was released. On May 31, 2016, Schoolboy Q revealed his second major label album would be released July 8, 2016. On June 14, 2016, Schoolboy Q revealed that his second major label album would be titled Blank Face LP, while also unveiling the album's cover art. The album cover makes use of the notorious Crying Jordan meme, however. A few days later, in an interview with TMZ, Schoolboy Q revealed he was trolling his fans and later revealed the official album cover. In June 2016, Schoolboy Q performed a live rendition of that part, in a medley with Groovy Tony, on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. 2016 to 2019, Crash Talk. On December 18, 2016, Schoolboy Q announced via social media that he would be releasing an album in 2017. In February 2017, Schoolboy Q stopped by Zane Lowe's Beats One radio show and revealed that his new album was close to completion. He said he's grown a lot since he started his rap career and said his new project is going to show his evolution. It's more so my life after I made it to the point of Schoolboy Q. I gave you me, but I never gave you the other side of me, the father, the dude that's actually happy, the dude that doesn't be in the hood just hanging out. The dude that's trying to put his homies in position now. I'm not a deadbeat father anymore. In June 2017, Schoolboy Q revealed on social media that he had made like 50 songs during the recording process of his fifth studio album. On July 31, 2018, label president Top Dawg confirmed via Twitter that the album was 90 to 95% done. On September 15, 2018, Schoolboy Q announced that the album has been delayed due to the death of his longtime friend and frequent collaborator Mac Miller. On March 11, 2019, Schoolboy Q announced 2 more days via his Instagram. The following day, a behind-the-scenes video of Schoolboy Q working on new music was posted with the caption, "Tomorrow night we back at it." On April 15, 2019, Schoolboy Q announced the title of his 5th studio album Crash Talk via his Instagram. The album was released on April 26, 2019. Crash Talk debuted at number 3 on Billboard's Top 200. 2020 present, Blue Lips. Announcements of Schoolboy Q's 6th studio album took place as early as January 2020, stating at a concert that he would release another album later that year. On July 20, 2020, British virtual band Gorillaz released a song featuring Schoolboy Q called Pac-Man as the 5th episode of the band's web series Song Machine, in honor of Pac-Man's 40th anniversary. In 2021, Schoolboy Q played a fictionalized version of himself on Tubi's animated show The Freak Brothers. Schoolboy Q teased updates of an upcoming album throughout 2023, although no further information was given that year. On February 1, 2024, he released the official album trailer to his new album Blue Lips, which also contained the track list. The album was released on March 1, 2024, 10 years after the release of his major label debut Oxymoron. Musical styles. Influences. Schoolboy Q cites rappers Nas, 50 Cent, Jay-Z, The Notorious B.I.G., Corrupt, and Tupac as artists who influenced him, but Biggie, Nas and 50 Cent are my biggest influences. He claims that Nas is his favorite rapper of all time. In several interviews, Schoolboy Q has stated 50 Cent is the biggest reason he started to take rapping and his music career seriously, even going as far as saying 50 Cent probably saved his life. He has also stated the person he looks up to the most is hip-hop mogul Sean Combs, from whom he adopted the nickname Puffy. Rapping technique. In an interview with Complex magazine, he stated he got "my rhyme style" from Jay-Z. If you really listen to Jay-Z, he has a new sound every time he raps. It's never the same. He might use a little swag, but it's always like a different flow. So that's all I try to do. He says he chooses to not always do the traditional style of rapping, having no restrictions when he raps, but at the same time, it's just a feeling I can't really explain. You got to be wiser to stay on the track, but there's no rules. When you start rapping with rules, it's when you start sounding boring. You may hear me fuck with my voice, you may hear me do a 2-bar pause, you may hear me do an odd 33 bars instead of 30. Give you 14 bars instead of 16. Schoolboy Q has said, "What I get from 50 Cent is a lot of aggression," in a 2012 interview, adding he basically birthed my whole style. Schoolboy Q has been called very versatile with his rapping, as proven on his albums Setbacks and Habits and Contradictions. Writer Rebecca Heathcote articulated the rapper's aesthetic circa 2012. Around the time of the release of the album Setbacks, his style had begun to take shape, with his penchant for stretching vowels like silly putty or slurring a word and then snapping back into double time. Personal life. Schoolboy Q Twitter logo, a stylized blue bird. At Schoolboy Q. Why my H always capitalized? Higher power X hippie X Hoover X heaven and hell aka my life. September 26, 2011. Hanley has 3 children. His first daughter, Joyce Joy Hanley, was born on April 24, 2009, and his second daughter was born on January 4, 2019. Hanley has mentioned Joy in several of his songs, and she has also appeared in several of his music videos, notably Phenomenon, Nightmare on Figasty, There You Go, and Break the Bank. Joy was also involved in his major label debut album Oxymoron, where she appeared on the album cover and had various speaking parts throughout the album. In July 2024, Q confirmed the birth of his third child. When asked in an interview with Kevin Hart how many kids he has, Q said, "I got a 15-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a new one." Hanley was a drug user for a large portion of his life, at points being addicted to Xanax, Percocet, and other illicit substances. He often references his drug use in his songs, though in 2019, he reported that he is now sober. In interviews, he has stated that the passing of Mac Miller was a large influence in his decision to become sober. Hanley also states that he made the decision to stop using drugs after realizing he had gained weight to the point of reaching 250 pounds. Hanley is an avid golfer, reportedly playing 5 to 6 times a week often. He began playing in 2018 as the result of a bet with a friend. He began playing at the Calabasas Country Club, where he still plays. In 2022, Hanley partnered with Topgolf to star in commercials for the company. Hanley also competed in the PGA Tour when he was invited to the 2022 AT&T Pebble Pro-Am. Hanley is a fan of the Los Angeles Angels baseball team, the San Francisco 49ers football team, and the NRG Sports Valorant team. On October 3, 2019, Schoolboy Q revealed on Twitter that he is of partial Honduran descent.